make it pop. Let's get in tonight. Um, I'm going to dedicate this to those of you guys and girls that are in no contact. You don't know what's going on, and I just want to give you a peek, some insight for those of you that want to know. And I know everyone that tunes in's not going to care. I know some of you guys are not interested in what's happening with the other party, even if you're in no contact, and that's okay. You don't have to watch by all means. You know, this doesn't have to be your reading. But for those of you that do care and you want to know what's going on in no contact, well, I dedicate this to you, okay? Hi, Linglicious, Jessica Ortiz, and Moon Angel, Natural Mystic, Ramonda, hi, and Lahana Stewart. So good to see you. All right. So if you're in no contact, let's just get in the business and see what's going on. Without further ado, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay. Hi, Stephen Butler. This lighting is a little strange. Let's see, that's off. Okay, that's a little bit better. Hey, Markers. Holy Spirit, please use these cards to tell the truth. We really would like to know what's going on with no contact. What is going on morning, noon, and night? Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Magician came out upright, you know, in reverse. That's not what I meant to say. Let me start over. Mercury retrograde. Magician came out in reverse, but it was the first card out, which means it's usually the most talkative card. And I think when you get the Magician in reverse, it's someone who's having trouble manifesting what they want. This person has problems making up their mind, problems making any decision, problems knowing what to choose, when to choose it. What are they, you know, just mass confusion, number one. And number two, it's I'm wearing a mask, I'm faking people out, I'm just playing a role, you know, and I have no clue what I'm doing, you know. And this is a come to Jesus moment. This is Jesus, Lord, take the wheel. Because clearly I am not driving in any direction that is necessary for my life. So we have someone that's kind of throwing their hands up and just like, what do I do? What do I do, Lord? Under that, we have Seven of Pentacles, which is patience, which is I'm not satisfied. I've been waiting a long time for a big payoff, some kind of a really good result in my life and my decisions. And you know what? I haven't had it. Hi, Jack Wolf. Thank you so much for coming in. I love you. Thank you so much. Then we have this broken karmic cycles in reverse. So I think it's safe to say this person cannot correct their mistakes. And you know what? They probably have had a very hard time learning from their mistakes. All right. Nine of Cups. Divorce. Justice. So there is talk of singleness happening. Their day starts off and they're just happy, right? They're, good morning, sunshine. Maybe today's going to be a good day. They jump in the shower, they take care of themselves, you know, they get themselves together and they're like, yeah, you know, feeling good about the day. And, you know, I'm just going to see what happens. By the afternoon, it's cut this all out. I'm done. Stop the camera. I can't do this anymore. And they're crying. They're like, I'm done. I'm done. I just can't. This is it. There's no way that I can continue this life the way it's been going. I in no way can't or can, you know what I mean? And then by the end of the day, life is so unfair, isn't it? And that's how they feel. They feel like everything's going wrong. Nothing's fair. Life's terrible. Life is just, how more unfair could life be? They're just getting the short end of the stick. You know, that's how they feel. They feel like the universe isn't stepping in or looking out. You know what the truth is, though? They have been behaving in ways that do not align with their moral character. Honey, they know, Mama, Daddy taught me better than this. I was raised better than this. I don't know what in the HE double dang hockey sticks I am doing. This person may not have their parents around anymore, to be quite honest. They don't have a guide. They're all alone. Magician, Nine of Cups, they're all alone. They don't have a good guide at all, and they're just like, oh man. They're examining, to be honest. They're looking at themselves with a magnifying glass. And they're like, what the heck am I doing? I mean, they're really asking some questions. Why am I here? And what was I thinking? I mean, legit. They're learning about the law of karma, and whatever things they've done has a reaction. That's justice. Do they like this? No, they don't like the reaction. Hell, look at this. No. They do not like what they got, to be honest. It is what it is. They've been working very, very, very hard, some long hours. And we're talking maybe 12-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts at least. Or that's how they feel. Like they're up and out, honey. They are busy, busy bees. And they've been working so hard, but they are not seeing the results that they feel like they should be getting for all their hard work. They have a lot of self-doubt that comes along with this. Anyways, they're just asking some very tough questions. Okay, so let's get some more intel on you though, okay? Because I know you're curious about you personally with the person that you're not talking to. Well, hello, Helen, 7 a.m. in UK. That's awesome. I've never been to the UK. I think it's beautiful. However, people say the places you want to go to seem way more beautiful than when you're actually there, you know, because I'm not a local. But from what I see in books and, you know, videos and stuff, the UK just seems very, very beautiful. Well, the countryside anyways. Definitely a place I would like to see, you know, and I think you're lucky to live there. So hello from the UK. All right, so let's get into you. What is going on with the no contact? What do they think about when it's in regards to you? Spirit, please use these cards to tell the truth. I ask you to be here and guide my hands to the right cards. All right, bottom of the deck, we have some Narcissus energy. It's selfish. But let's look a little bit deeper because she's sitting in water, so I'm definitely thinking reflection. And then we have the mirror. You know, this is look at yourself. So I want to take this card a little bit differently than I normally do. So when they're thinking about you, they're definitely thinking about a reflection of how they've been with you, perhaps, and maybe even how selfish they may have been. We have, I'm not ready for what you have to offer. You may have the most wonderful life to give this man or woman. I mean, you may have a house on a hill, travel plans, dreams galore, love and a big heart to give. You may have it all, honey. And that's beautiful, but they are not ready. They're just not ready. Next, we have yes. Ooh, they want to say yes to you. Okay, so believe me, they're like, if you really wanted me, I would say yes. You know, that's where they're at. You are yes. You are a green light. They're definitely thinking about you. Karen Renna, hi, honey. It's been so long. I just spoke about you recently, and I'm so glad to see your face because I was like, where has she been? I've really missed her, and there you are. So I'm so glad. Yay, Mercury retrograde brought you back. All right, so the next card, I wish I could be with you. So there's a longing here. Don't you see the sadness? There's a longing, you know? Now we are in this silent treatment. We are in this, it's so quiet. I hear crickets. Christopher Jackson, hi. It has been so long for you too. I'm so glad you're back. How have you been? Karen, I'm so glad Spirit called you in. Merry Christmas, guys, and a Happy New Year. I'm so glad to see you here. I'm so glad. Spirit, I just want to take a moment and thank everybody that's here in this video. Thank you for them. May you be with them and be their guide and be in their heart tonight and bless them in 2024 for a very bright and beautiful year and a lot of healing and a lot of happiness, because I know that my people here on this video deserve it. All right, just want to take a moment out to say that for you. Anyways, this person clearly has love for you, definitely feeling like a fool. What have they done? What is on their mind during this no contact silent treatment? Oh, you're multitasking? My gosh, at the moment. Okay. Well, Jack, thank you. Silent treatment person, what would you say? Spirit, please guide and direct me for the truth with these cards. What does this person want to say in the silence? Your person wants to say, look, I am tired, okay, extremely. I'm exhausted. I'm overwhelmed. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I've had some sleepless nights. I've been overgiving to people. I've had a very big lack of boundaries. Yeah, they've just been a little bit of a nightmare. Next we have, I never thought I'd miss you like I do right now. It says like this, I can read, but I'm just winging it here. I already left a lot of my drama, us, problems, anger, resentment behind me, So this person's like, I've left our problems in the past. I'm really ready to just move on from this. And then we have expect some delays, Again, this is for the people that are in silent treatment, no contact. Are you really surprised there's no delays? Because this is like, don't be surprised. You guys aren't even talking right now. Of course, there's going to be some delays with this. But, we're just getting some tea on what's going on. It looks like they're willing to talk to you. It looks like when you guys do start talking, it's going to be wonderful, They miss you. They're thinking about you. They may not be calling or texting, but they're thinking and they're missing, all right? They're definitely getting a big reflection in life about how they mess things up with you. And they just needed to have a come to Jesus moment. Really. Let's see what are some lessons that they're learning here in their life with this no contact. We have secretive. Wearing a mask, which I saw that with the magician, playing a role, being someone they're not. You know what I mean? That's definitely a piece of the pie here. They're learning about what they do to avoid the truth. Medicating is more like, smoking, music, drinking, busyness with friends, anything to get their mind off of the truth, because that's what needs to be numbed. And you know what? It's without denying. Self-indulgent. Is it ironic that we have Narcissus energy and self-indulgent and the Nine of Cups? No. It's nothing ever comes in by accident. And Markers, you took my tarot class, and some other people here probably did. But do you remember in the tarot class where I said, when you see things in threes, pay attention? And when you look at a card, you can't just read each individual one. You got to piece them together and see what it's saying as a cluster of cards. And so really what this cluster is saying is this person's been very, very selfish. Period. And they're getting their due. They're getting their karma. They're so selfish, though, they think that what they're getting is unfair. Let's count how many self cards do we have. 1, the Magician. 2, Nine of Cups. Narcissus energy. And self-indulgent. So that's 4. Okay. And even this person off sad by themselves, watching you walk away, is alone, So we have this big, I really like to think about myself first. And I think that's why Narcissus energy is right here in the mirror. Like, look in the mirror, buddy. Underneath that, what's being shown in the mirror? There you go. More self. I'm working on my inner issues, which is good. It's good news. It's not a bad, terrible, selfish message. They're definitely looking in the mirror and working on who's the person looking back at them. They're being a better person. They're working on being a better person. Next, we have the time isn't right for me to reach out, which, again, why you guys are in silent treatment. No contact. Look at this cards coming together. I'm not ready for what you have to offer, and it's not time to reach out. See? And we had expect delays. This is just kind of what's going on. Why? Because they're getting illuminated. And you need to let the sun go inside of them and light it up. Trust the process, trust divine timing, trust the universe. 3 underneath this one is personal power and being fixated. I see a lot of potions there again. I feel medication, drinking, anything to get their mind off of you guys. And then we have, I've been so insecure. Whoops. A very insecure person. And this is those personal issues they're working on. Can't blame them for that. I don't blame them for that. I think this is what needs to happen. Silence. Isolation. No contact. I think this is exactly what the doctor ordered. If you are in the midst of all of this, let it happen. Let it all flow. Anyways, we are getting the gist of your situation. And I think as I close these cards and get to the next message here, what you need to take away from this is there's love here. Number 2, they're thinking about you every day. They miss you every day. They definitely see something with you ahead of time, ahead down the road. And they're just not ready because, again, I feel like you are ready. I think you're ready to hit the ground running. I think you're ready to just start this connection. They're not. So again, what you should take away from this is they do love you. They do think about you. They do miss you. They think about you all the time. You just need to have some patience here with this. I'm sure you probably already have, but maybe you just showed up and you're like, does this person even think about me? We haven't talked or spoken or texted for a while. I've been ghosted. It's been silent treatment. It's been no contact. What's going on? Does this person even care? This is a confirmation that yes, they care. They are thinking of you and they miss you, okay? So take that from it. Now that we've gotten your kind of big overall message, we're going to see what they've been dealing with since you've been gone. Whew. Okay. Since you've been gone. I am still sore throat, guys. I don't know. Sorry. Who's that? Kelly Clarkson, since you've been gone? All right. So what's been going on since you've been gone? You know, that's just the beautiful energy between the two of you. I love it. I don't know how you feel about it, but I love the love in that reading. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful connection, okay? And like I said, just be happy with the separation. It's what's good right now. But what have they been up to? Are you sneaky? Do you want to know? Yeah, you are. You're sneaky. You want to know. Holy Spirit, can you please show me the truth about their life? What did they deal with today? Okay. What did they deal with yesterday? What are they going to deal with tomorrow? The Chariot. I hope you guys can see that good enough. Okay. Today they've been quiet, reserved. They've had a lot on their mind, but they haven't said much to anyone. Obviously not you, you're not in communication, but they've been real standoffish today. They've also acknowledged today that they had to give thanks and gratitude to a third party for doing a job that they should have done, but they didn't do. Some information also came out about a third party today. Now, this could be you, this could be whoever they're with, third party. I don't know, but there's a third party in their life in which a secret just came out. And it's well known. People are talking about it. There might even be, and I'm not just going to say gossip, but spreading of the news. And everybody knows it's the truth. This is something that your person would much rather have had just been kept a secret. he or she really didn't want anybody else to know. It was, I don't think, a terrible secret, but still something about a third party that would have just been preferred for people not to know. This could be a friend, a sister, a brother. You know, someone coming up and saying, hey, I saw your third party today. Or I saw your third party on social media. Six of Wands. Did you know they have a channel? Or I heard some information about a third party situation. You know, and there's no denial. Because, you know, honors here, Six of Wands, it's like I'm not going to deny that. Yeah, that's legit. That's the truth. That's what happened. So that could definitely be some tea there today. Also, if you do have a social media, Six of Wands, they're watching you, the Moon card, secretly, third party here. They are definitely quietly watching you if you have a channel. You may not be aware of it. They don't comment. They probably don't have their name, you know, as a viewer or subscriber, who knows what, but they're watching. The moon a lot of times can mean fame. Fame, well known, seen at night, seen on the stage, you know. The Six of Wands is public, speaking publicly, taking action publicly, being known publicly, acknowledged publicly. You know, this is the third party. So there is some dirt being thrown out on social media or a channel or something going on. And you should just know that today they heard about it, they saw it themselves, or someone saw it and came and told them. But there is some truth being tossed around, and there's no denial of it. And I don't think they're going to even try to deny it. Also, secretly, they feel very lucky to have you or have had you, period. There's this, I'm so lucky that that's my person, you know? Yeah, that's my person. It's kind of some bragging rights, maybe even a little bit here. Yeah. Yesterday we have more publicity here, but we've got this magician here who's making decisions outright. Yesterday, they decided, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep being a player. I'm going to be involved and committed with whatever I'm involved and committed with right now. Four of Wands. I'm committed to that, and I'm going to keep giving to it. Six of Pentacles. But I'm also going to give a little bit over here somewhere else. There is someone else or something else they're giving to. And to be honest, with that moon card hanging over my head over there, I do feel there's some secret money saving or some secret money making. See, the Six of Pentacles does talk about making money or saving money so you can give, so you can put it elsewhere. I'm putting my money elsewhere. I'm putting money here in this area, and then I'm putting my money over here. And if you don't want to see Pentacles as money, you think of it as my time. I'm putting my time over here in this area, and then I'm going to put some time over here. It's definitely giving to two energies. One gets a little bit more, the other gets a little bit less, but I'm still giving. You know, this is not a choice, as in, I know exactly who and what I want. Kitty, Butters. Oh, you precious girl. You precious, beautiful, fluffy girl. I love you, Butters. Well, her real name is Butterfly, but I call her Butters because it's so much cuter. She's my little Butters. You just butter me up, Butterfly. You just butter Mama up. Get over here, Butters. 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 You know, she's a pretty girl. She gets to choose when she wants to be loved on. She doesn't just allow it. It's on her good time. It will be her good pleasure. She's so darn cute. Anyways, sorry. I'm just, yeah. Anywho, we're going to move on because that was yesterday. So they have definitely been putting aside time or energy or money to the side. To be honest, well, before I move on, whoa. Detail. They're moving. Oh my God. Why did I not see this? Because earlier we saw the Wheel of Fortune, bottom of the deck. Things are changing big time. It's all divine timing, right? Then we got the Chariot. And I told you guys, and you've learned tarot with me as we've gone along, right? The Wheel of Fortune and Chariot, it's always a U-Haul. It's always moving. There's definitely some energy about moving happening. I think your person is saving up money to move or getting a second job, perhaps, because we're talking about a house and a place to live. Four of Wands, yes, it means marriage and union, but it also means the four walls where you live, where you reside, a home that you built with someone, a home that you share with someone together, you know? And that's the union. It's a mutual dwelling. Much of the time it's seen as a mutual dwelling. Anyways, so we have this person choosing a home or a house or a direction of living somewhere, giving to two and moving. Anyways, that's just nuts. That's just what's happening. That was yesterday. And then down here tomorrow, we have some Nine of Pentacles, which is singleness and abundance. Followed by the Ten of Wands, the burden in reverse. And the Judgment card. Straight across, we see somebody who is secretly wanting, dreaming, desiring to be in union with somebody from the past. That's definitely happening. Hey, Butters. We also see someone that there is a third party involved in this entire connection. And the person that's the third party that they really want is a single person right now. This single person could be them or their lover, but we have an earth sign, very present, and a Cancerian. Earth looks to me like Virgo. Is very Virgo, and then we've got Cancer. So could be those two together. But we have I'm not ready tomorrow to deal with the past. This might be why you guys have so much delay. Let's see why they can't deal with it tomorrow. They're like, I want to deal with it, but I'm avoiding it. Okay, Ten of Wands in reverse is just like, no, that's okay. I'll put it down tomorrow, just not today. You know, what's that saying on the Jurassic World? Don't put off today or don't put off something for tomorrow for something that could be done today. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's some kind of a saying. But they're putting this off till later. Why? What is being felt here with this Ten of Wands burden? Show me the feelings, please. What's this Ten of Wands burden? Okay, so we have healing my inner child. So we have some mom and dad issues, painful past, and family disputes. All right, could be all the above. But that inner child is affected by all family matters. Anyways, then we have dun dun dun. Dun. I keep asking myself, why am I doing this? So that's the Ten of Wands. And we did have that I'm reflecting energy throughout the reading. So your person's just, what's wrong with me? Why am I afraid to deal with this? And I think the answer, really the truth, they don't want to get hit with karma harder because they know they deserve some difficult karma. That's what it is. It's like, the way I see it, somebody does a crime, they're free, people are looking for them, they know the cops are looking for them, but they're enjoying their last good meal, they're with the person they love, they're enjoying some time, and they know I'm about to turn myself in and stuff's going to hit the fan. So I might as well just indulge for a minute before I turn myself in. But they know they're going to turn themselves in, and I kind of get that feeling. This person knows they have to surrender and give it up to God, give it up to the universe, and just turn them in and say, hey, here I am. Deal with me. Hit me with your best shot. Dish out the judgment. I know it's coming. And that's a lot of the Six of Wands as well. It's, I know what I deserve. I know it's coming to me because of this third party. I know it's only a matter of time. Six of Pentacles. We saw Seven of Pentacles earlier as well, which it's only a matter of time. They know they're just putting off the inevitable. That's why they're not ready to deal with you, because they haven't even dealt with their karma yet. Markers, Calgon, take me away. Oh, I miss those commercials. Spirit, tell me something else about judgment. Please reveal to me the truth with these cards for judgment. Bottom of the deck is I'm unlovable. Who's going to love me, you know? I have some self-worth issues I've got to work through here, is what's being seen. And the card that comes out is, here we go again, medicating. Keep getting that. Again, it's avoidance. That's why people medicate. I don't want to deal with the actual issue. And judgment's like, we're going to deal with the issue. And they're like, what? What are you going to tell me that I don't already know? That I'm unlovable, that I'm a POS, that I'm a terrible person, that I've hurt people, that I've done bonehead crap, that I'm ridiculous? What are you going to tell me that I don't already know? That I've made some stupid choices? That I'm an idiot? Surprise. And they're just making excuses, avoiding this. They really don't know what Spirit wants to say. They're just trying to assume. They're assuming their own judgment and their own fate. It's like, God, if I turn myself in, I'm going to go to jail for life. That's it. I know it. When really, all they're going to get is a year and some probation, you know, but they're like paranoid. Oh, it's over for me. They're just making a mountain out of a molehill. You know, it's ridiculous. All right. Well, hi, Leo Queen / Angie now. I'm going to try to keep up with that one. Okay. So, Spirit, what do you want to tell us about this person that is avoiding avoiding judgment card? What should we know as a collective group? We need to know Pinecone. This is part of their spiritual wake-up. This is part of their realization, part of their process. You know what I find really, and here I am blathering off again, but just hear me out. What's interesting about pine cones is they can tell you what the weather's going to be like. If they're closed up nice and tight, the weather's going to be very cold and dry. If they're loose and really open, the air is moist, humid, and warm. you know? And if it's just average, it's a decent day. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's just normal. Um, the pine cone also spiritually represents the pineal gland, which is responsible for manifestation and realization. So there's a lot of good signs here. A, you may live around a bunch of pine trees. B, pine scent may be your favorite thing in the world. Just kidding. No, but seriously. B, someone is waking up. The weather is not perfect, but we're watching for the signs for when it's the right time. Trust in divine timing. And C, this is all part of the divine plan. And they're finally, waking up to their truth, I would say, is a good sign for the pine cone. Next, we have leaves. Interesting, both of these are from trees. That's a nice little connection. But it says here, gradual shift, which again, it's asking you, hey, be patient with this person. Be patient. I know, and you guys are like, I've been patient. Well, do something else and forget about how long you've been patient. Quit tallying up the hours, the days, the months, the whatever. Just quit tallying them up. Don't have a stopwatch on how long you've been here waiting. Like, just don't do that. In fact, and I've always said this, and years ago, for those of you that have been watching me, I always say, don't wait. But maybe I have to remind you, or maybe there's new people here that need to hear it. Stephanie here on JKS, I do not promote people to be in a toxic situation in any shape or form, toxic to themselves, which is lack of self-worth, and just sit around and twiddle your thumbs and buy time and wait on your lover to wake up, get splashed with cold water by spirit, have that come to Jesus moment and come home to you. Never have I promoted that you guys should just be waiting. But I have always promoted that you should be living, working on yourself, building businesses, building dreams, building families, building homes, building a life. Building a life, really. And that's what you should always be doing. Whenever they show up, if they're meant to be with you, honey, they will show up. And you can believe it and you can trust it. And you can have that talk with spirit and be like, wow, is this really for me? It's for you. You're either going to want it or you're not. No one, not even spirit, would ever force a lifestyle down your throat. It's always a choice, but you don't have to sit around and wait for the right one. Just live your life, and the right one will be right next to you simultaneously in the right moment. That's how blessings work. And in the meantime, when you're alone, when you're doing you, when you're building your life, and you feel like you could use some support, some love, some affection, just remember to ask Spirit to be your person in their absence. Remember to tell Spirit, when I am alone, lonely, and needing someone, please be there for me. Fill my heart with joy. Fill my mind with joy and pleasurable experiences. Fill my life so I don't miss anything. Please be there for me while I am alone. Don't forget to pray and ask for that. Because he will show up. He will be a father to the fatherless, a husband to the widows, to the singles. And God is not just masculine, it can be a wife to the wifeless men out there, and a child to the childless. He's there. She's there. Spirit is there. And will fill that gap. You just need to ask. And if you're building your life and doing the right thing and you're just walking hand in hand with Spirit, believe me, Spirit wants to get out of that way and make room for the right person in your life. And there's no better matchmaker than the Holy Spirit. No better. I will tell you this. I don't know. I mean, we have a third party card. I don't know if your person that you're not talking to or whatever you're not in contact with is with anyone, because even if they are, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, that's very single. Very. And even if they are with someone, 4 of Wands, we did get that. Just know that they feel very alone and they feel very single. They do not feel that their heart or their soul is taken. They don't feel taken. They are definitely wanting to say yes to you. They're definitely wanting to reach out, remember, but the timing isn't right for them. And they're not ready for what you have to give, but you're on their mind. They're missing you. And I'm going to be honest. I see a lot of singleness. Your person could very well be alone right now. Sleeping alone, being alone, living alone, or feeling very alone. But if you're watching this tonight or this morning, depending on where you are, and you wanted to ask, Spirit, can you give me a sign? Is this person with someone or not? I don't see them connected. I really don't. And if they are, they're already on their way out the door. Spirit already sees that situation over. And Spirit's already preparing a way and a place and a time for you guys to happen. So we're going to get a Gothic Oracle. As Spirit Source Creator Divine shows you some miracles here on this little journey while you guys are isolated and alone and no contact. Remember, this is a gradual shift. Expect delays. In case you guys want to know what the Gothic oracles look like, this is what they look like. Holy Spirit, can you show me what my viewer needs to see today about not being in contact? And give them an answer, Spirit, to their burning question. So take a moment and ask Spirit. And I'm going to pull the card and hopefully it answers your question. And it fell on the floor. Of course. Dragon Beauty showed up. Three others came up. I might just read the title of them. I don't think they're the main message for your answer, but I'll show you anyways. We got Moonstone. We got Valor. And we got Arachnopharia, which is caution. So caution, interesting. Dragon Beauty is the one that came out, which is a gift. It's a gift, it's good news, and it's a really happy good news. It's a really good message. It's positive, it's upbeat, it's fulfilling, and it's promising. Dragon Beauty is literally the card of gifts. A small dragon, very small, perches upon a rose. The flower is blooming. It's beautiful and perfect. It has some natural flaws because it is real, but it's the rose, and all its colors is often presented to loved ones. The rose in all its colors are often presented to loved ones, connotating a romantic, caring, kind intention. With his wings beginning to spread above him, the dragon offers you the rose as a symbol of generosity and beauty. This is a card connotating a gift, a pleasant surprise, or the arrival of something pleasing, something that's going to make you happy. It can describe the giving of presents or even the giving of generosity of someone else, and its meaning is far wider than the impromptu gift giving. Dragon Beauty will, in some situations, concern compliments and can predict praise. What could be better than being told you are doing a good job or being congratulated for your efforts? In some readings, this card hints at promotions. But if you've gotten this card, just know that the gift of good news and a new opportunity is headed in your direction. And in the simplest of meanings, you are being reminded of your qualities. You're being admired, certainly noticed. And you're going to be given something that is a much needed confidence boost. So I don't know what question you guys asked, but there's your answer. Okay? Good news. Something to make you happy. Something that compliments you, makes you feel good. Something that you need to make you feel happy and positive about yourself. This is a really good promise. And I know it's a promise because the universe is like, good things come to those who wait. And I just want you to know, like, hey, you've got a lot to look forward to. Now, the Moonstone in general, let's just see what the Moonstone in general means. The Moonstone in general is healing. Okay. So you guys are definitely having a big healing between the two of you. And it's about making a decision to actually heal. So I do want to also say, in addition to you getting a gift here, your person that's silent and not in communication with you is choosing to heal. And we did have healing childhood wounds and mom and dad issues, so just putting that out there. We also have valor. And this is about a battle. The appearance of this card signifies that there's tension in the air, and there's maybe even a quarrel. Non-physical, but a quarrel headed your way. All right. So just know there's, and this is caution. I know that Arachnopharia is caution, that there is a battle. And I think somehow this battle is good news for you. Yeah, see, there she is, caution. And in a nutshell, it says you will need to be cautious. There's disruption in someone's everyday life. When this card turns up, prevention would certainly make more sense than a cure. Okay, so personally, I'm your reader. Can I just say what I think? I think that the good news you're going to get is your person is going to reach out to you. I think that is the Dragon Beauty. I think your person is actually going to communicate. This is a gradual shift. Expect some delays. If I could choose a timing card for communication, it would be 6 weeks because I saw the 6 of Wands earlier. All right. I do think your person is leaving somewhere because of the whole U-Haul situation. Like, I think they're moving or they're planning a move, and the Chariot's like, yeah, this person's getting out of Dodge, getting out of town, or getting out of a situation. So that's good news. Now, what else would be good news for you is that your person's going to say, hey, I had some trouble in paradise. I just wanted you to know. I'm sorry. I ever left you. You were the best thing I ever had. I think you're going to hear that. I just got that download. You're going to hear it. No one else compares to you. You're the best person I've ever had. And I don't know why I didn't make it work with you, but I should have. I think that's the kind of 6 of Wands high honor you're going to get. I think this person's going to say, I think you're a great mom, or you're a great dad, or you're a great person, or you're a great, just a great soul. And I'm so glad you've been such a good friend. You've been so good to me. And I'm really grateful for you. I'm really grateful. I think you're doing wonderful in life. And I really messed things up with you and I. And I've done a lot of reflection. I've looked at myself, the errors of my ways, how I've tried to avoid the truth, avoid you, avoid us. And I've realized that I have a lot of childhood issues. It's going to take some time for me to get through that. It's going to take some time for me to really heal my childhood wounds, but I'm working on it. And I just want to say, me and this other person or this other situation not working out. We've had the worst life. I've had the worst time. This could be I've had the worst marriage. I've had the worst relationship. I've had the worst work experience. I've had the worst time with family, whatever it is in their third party situation. But they're going to be like, it is nothing but hell. We've done nothing but quarrel, fight, argue. It's a nightmare. It's been terrible for me. And for you, that's good news. Because all this time in your silent treatment, you thought life was just dandy for them. It was just cupcakes and rainbows, freaking roses and dandelions. It was just, a field of flowers. You thought life couldn't be better for them because he had been dedicating, or she had been dedicating themselves to that situation for however long. So that's why it's good news for you, because you're like, wow, so you think the world of me. You miss me. You regret how it happened with us. And you're looking into your own heart, looking at yourself and realizing you've had some issues, reflecting, actually doing some work there, and telling me that you're getting out of your situation. Wow, that's really good news. So, yeah, for a lot of you guys, this is why it's good news. Again, for those of you that are in no contact, you're not communicating. I mean, this is yet to happen. You're going to have to give it about 8 weeks to get that call, to get this confession, to get this good news. But when you get it, you're going to hear this. You're going to, if this resonates with you, and you guys are definitely strong Earth or a Cancerian sign, it's going to hit you real hard. If this isn't resonating, then it may not happen for you. To be honest, when you guys watch tarot readings on YouTube, they're wonderful tools, and I think everyone sees them for a reason, but they're definitely not personal. So, they can't always guarantee that what you're listening to is going to happen during the timing that the reader says, or whatever, if it's not resonating for you, because maybe that message isn't meant for you per se. If you want definite details, if you want to have some for sure answers, definitely look into getting a private reading with me or someone else. But try to get some real distinct answers before you, go marking your calendar for 8 weeks and, you need to make sure that this is for sure your situation. Okay, so anyways, there we have it. There we have it. A judgment at the end of the day. I think this situation is going to get a second chance. I think that you guys are going to have another opportunity here to dig up what was left behind, salvage something that was lost, doing the inner work and moving forward. I think it's good. I think it's positive. What does Spirit want you to know in addition to this beautiful, already lovely message? We have what's the best that could happen. So don't think about the worst. Think about the best. Don't be an overthinker either. Of course, Virgos, woo, yeah. Anyways, you're probably super good at thinking up the worst case scenario, right? You can project all your fears on the big screen and feel anger for something that hasn't even happened. You can say, that's not my message. This isn't going to happen for me. But be careful, okay? Because if you are dreading the worst, thinking of the loss before it's even happened, then you're putting your superpower to work in the wrong direction. Imagine if you would put all that dedication to negativity into positivity. Imagine if you actually pictured this was a wonderful opportunity and definitely your reading. Definitely going to happen. The power of manifestation is real. Kitty. Kitty. Definitely feel like there's a presence here. I'm sorry. I feel it. I have to pause this card for a second. I have to pull this other card, seeing what this presence might want to say, because I feel this presence. Presence, what would you want to say? What would you want to say? It doesn't have to be a bad presence. It's just presence. So the presence says, I love that you can see my truth, but it scares the you-know-what out of me too. So the presence is like, I love that you know I'm here, but it makes me a little nervous, which is interesting. Next, I'm so afraid of changing. Huh, interesting. I don't feel anything negative with the presence, but I felt that. I'm afraid of changing. I know you can see me. There might be a presence in your life that wants to make itself known, but hasn't. It's afraid of being more known. If that is anything for you, take it. If it's not, toss it. All right, let's get back into this. This other card here for you. To thine own, you know what, be true. The most common thing that holds people back from health and happiness is unwillingness to be honest with their own self, their true story. It's been unscientifically proven. Owning who you are, what your struggles are, and where you want to be is the beginning of self-love and that self-reflection that they're doing, right? And admitting the truth. So I think this is great. I think that's your person hasn't really done that, and that's where they're getting to. That's why we have the pine cone. That's why we have the gradual shift. This person just hasn't gotten real with themselves. They really, truly, and I hate to say it, and they could be a heavy drinker or smoker or just big, heavy avoider, but they have really been buying time and self-medicating to the point where they've completely avoided that reflection of who they really are, what they really want, and how far they could have been in life by now had they done something else. So there is this huge, take a look, buddy, because we're going. We're going somewhere, and if you don't take a look soon, you're not going to get to choose where you want to go. Or you are choosing, but even by not choosing is a choice, and that's going to lead you somewhere. So they're kind of definitely at that moment, and I really think this is the come to Jesus moment. It's coming. I'm not saying it's here, but it's coming. So again, I would give it within about 8 weeks. This is the new year. Pretty much the entire globe, planet Earth, is doing New Year resolutions, New Year reflections, including your person. So believe me, this is the moment where they're trying to figure their life out. It is 2024. So let it be. Expect some little delays. Maybe you wanted it tomorrow now, but it's not. Maybe 8 weeks is the delay. But either way, this is a gradual shift, and they're doing the work, and you're getting good news. And yeah, so congratulations with that. And I guess this concludes your reading. Let's leave you on a good note, though. It's a little bit freaky how I ended that a second ago. As we close, what would your person who is in no contact saying to you in their heart? What are they feeling for you? Okay, so they're feeling, I'm really sorry. I never gave you any closure, but I don't want this to end. And I feel I need you in my life to some degree, or it's all going to fall apart. So there's regret. You're the most beautiful soul I've ever known, and it blows my mind you could ever love me. That's beautiful. Next, I'm committed to improving myself. You inspire me to grow and heal, so you are their inspiration. By the way, they can't stop thinking about you. We knew that earlier, but they can't watch TV anymore without reminders of you. All right. They can't watch movies. There's commercials. There's music, even comedy, and just anything. It's just reminders of you. And everything they do in life, everywhere they go, it all has pieces of you in them. Okay. So that concludes your no contact reading. I hope you liked it. And if you didn't, that's okay. You can unlike it too. But I hope I do see you back. I would love to read for you again. So if you could subscribe and hit the bell icon, I'd appreciate it. If this is the first time you've ever, viewed me, or one of the few times, if you want to see some recent videos and see if they're good for you, just go here on YouTube. I'm a little bit different than a lot of readers. I don't do hardly any uploads. So when you click on my page, you're not going to see a lot of recent stuff. You have to go to the section that says live. And when you click live, you're going to see tons of videos. I post almost every day. So you're going to see just tons and tons. And you could just scroll through the thumbnails or the titles and just see kind of what grabs you. And I think that message will be for you. And that's pretty much it. I love you guys. Sleep well. Thank you so much for viewing. I hope I see you again. And remember, like I always say, this is a journey, a long one, but it's not a destination. You don't have a set amount of work to do to reach the climax or the epitome or your goal. It's just a journey, and you're doing great. And all you have to do every single day is just keep swimming across this big ocean of love and secrets and ups and downs and heartaches and blissful romance. That's all you have to do. So thank you so much for tuning in. I do hope I see you again, and I love you guys. Bye, Fleeky. Bye, Markers. Good night. Bye, Dr. Emery. I love you guys. You guys are funny, and I don't get that, but I'm trying. Helen, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Diane, oh, it's good to see you back. It's been a while. Jack, it's always a pleasure. I'm just so glad you're back in the room. You bring a spice that I need. So you live next to a door to a you live next door to a U-Haul. That is insane. Somebody else said they were having pine cones in their room. That's awesome. So many little signs in the readings for some certain people. I love it. All right, guys. Well, bye, Sherry. Good to see you back. And big cuddles to you, Fleeky. Good night, everybody.